How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here. We're on episode number 5 of the 100 season 4, which is called the Tinder Box. Last time was... It was close. It was a close call with Octavia, considering the fact that, well, we nearly lost a bunch of people in the last episode. We actually lost Nico, who was a long standing grounder person who was nice all throughout. But we nearly lost a couple of more, including Octavia in that fight against Echo. And even though Echo has said to Bella, like, considering from Echo's perspective, Octavia is dead because she didn't see her rise up from the ground and all of that. Well, not like, you know, Superman or whatever, but after she fell, she was like, my story ain't done. So yeah, but like, Echo's perspective, she's dead. So she informs Bellamy, and we don't need to talk about how heartbreaking that scene was. No, last episode was really, really intense, especially with Abby and Co. trying to replicate the Nightblood as a way to have a win against this incoming radiation threat, considering how Luna was the only one who didn't succumb to the radiation sickness that affected all of the others that she was with, considering the fact she was only Nightblood. So that might work a treat for everyone else with this incoming storm. Well, not this incoming storm, this incoming catastrophe, because I'd say Storm is minute compared to what we might be getting in terms of the 2-month time frame we're on now. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where things do go. It should be very, very fun, especially seeing, like, I'm not sure how long it will be until Bellamy gets the news that Octavia is alive, because it'll be very, very interesting to see his emotions, considering the last time he lost a loved one, Echo was involved as well. So it's like she's a curse, isn't she, to Bellamy's life. And we know what also happened the last time Bellamy lost a loved one. He turned all anti-grounder, but this time there shouldn't be anyone to influence him. There shouldn't be anyone who's going to be like, yeah, so grounders, they're a problem, let's wipe them out, Bellamy. So yeah, as long as that doesn't happen. So this is a nice kind of repeat of season 3 in a sense, with Bellamy losing a loved one in this case, considering the fact that we know Octavia's fate. Although this is his decision on what he's gonna do. Albeit we don't need this on top of an incoming nuclear apocalypse. We don't need Bellamy to lose it against the grounders and kind of get distracted from the main focus and all of that. But emotions get the better of us, don't they? So that's what I'm saying. It should be very, very interesting to see how Bellamy is able to respond in this season compared to last season where he lost a loved one. So yeah, it should be very, very fun. So yeah, full reaction this time, because here's the thing, I'm recording from my iPhone, so if my eye contact is a bit weird in terms of, like, because it's so weird, because I will still be using this in terms of recording my reactions sometimes, but I'm trying to give this a go. Because I think, I dare say the quality of my iPhone is a lot better than this. So, but it might be a bit easier with the fact that I don't have to keep pressing every 20 minutes like I do with this camera. So yeah, it should be... I mean, all my reactions are really... extended reactions are all full reactions anyways. That's what I just do. Like, pause, click again. So yeah. It's just that there was a little bit of a cut-off. If you know what I mean. So you don't want to run that risk. But I guess at the end of the day, it's nothing too important, or it doesn't have extra dialogue. It's just like background space, I guess, before the next piece of dialogue. So it's technically still a full reaction. So I might just call it that, because, I mean, it technically still is. It's just a little bit, it's just been cut off from pausing and unpausing and all of that. So yeah. Anyways, I'm rambling. This is episode number 5 of season 4 of the 100, the Tinder Box. Let's go.
Her body needs time.
We don't have time.
Well, you have 2 months, technically. That is time.
Wait. You're right. I'm sorry.
Pressure's getting to everyone.
Let's test and sample system.
Raven, what's going on? I'm wondering... okay. You can fly! Is she having a hallucination? Yeah, she's having... Oh, shit, yeah, she's having a... I was gonna say, nobody's reacting to this.
She's seizing. Okay.
Grab her neck.
Okay.
Oh, shit. What the hell?
I got it.
Just leave her alone. Just... Oh, is this slimy... Ugh. Is he gonna get revenge, like Emerson style here?
Getting her here saved her life. Thank you. Hey,
What's his game?
I'll ride out and meet him.
No, absolutely not.
Actually,
It's just like, nope, not happening.
Lonnie, what are you talking about?
the Ice Nation thinks they have the element of surprise. But thanks to Octavia, we do. Pike showed us how valuable that can be.
You're citing Pike?
Oh no.
As awful as that sounds. Yes.
We hate Mont. No, I'm kidding. We could never hate Mont. He's not. Yeah. One move, boom. Just try it. How'd you like a dead Rowan?
What are you doing, Riley?
Your target is the...
Riley, come on.
Clark is negotiating with their king.
Riley.
Targeting. Over.
Riley, stick to the plan. Riley.
Negotiating with these people is a waste of time.
We have the
Oh,
high
for
ground.
God's sake.
We have the guns. We should just take them out.
Look, you're not Obi-Wan. You don't have the high ground.
Someone warned them. You think it was Octavia?
Could
She's
that
not.
hold? Oh. Just keep it low key though. Oh my god! I love that glimmer of hope that Bellamy just had there. My heart has just officially been warmed 10 times.
Computer, show me prototype nightblood RNA binding in a 0G environment.
Go Raven, go Raven. I was gonna say, would it be her connect? I don't know if this has something to do with Alien being this. Go Raven! Okay! Not fancy, but it's something. It'll do. It'll do the job. This Becca has everything.
How long ago?
I don't know. Not long.
Did he leave his rifle?
Negative. Took it with him.
Yep. Son of a
radio?
bitch.
Maybe he went home.
Yeah.
Or is that if
Nice optimism there,
execute the king
Harper.
of the people that made him a slave?
Ship is a backup plan. It'll hold 100 people tops.
Then you won't mind if we take it.
Well, if you had a bit more manners, then
Before you took him
they
hostage,
wouldn't mind.
did Kane tell you about the nightblood solution?
You tried. Sounds to me like you're making the next commander. Also a violation of our deal.
Someone's getting a bit paranoid.
Give us your ship and use
Oh
whatever
my
time we
God.
have left to find your nightblood solution. Or tell them to open fire.
We have more bullets
Rowan.
than you have men.
Rowan,
You'll
you're not
lose.
doing yourself favors.
We'll both take losses.
What if we share it?
Sharing is caring, they say. 50-50? Literally, it will be 50-50.
Stop! I'm unarmed. I need to talk to whoever's in charge.
Monty. I'm just scared for Monty.
I will not allow my king to be assassinated.
He doesn't have to be. I know, Riley. Let me come with you. I can stop him.
Do you think me a fool, Bellamy?
They're trying to do something helpful.
This kill box without me. Use Monty's radio.
Come on, Echo.
Working together to find
Euphoria, headaches. It's all connected. Allie warned you that the EMP would cause brain damage.
Holy shit, it's the... Oh.
That's why no one else got an upgrade.
What are you talking about?
For everyone else,
EMP
Clark
unlocked
pulled the
something.
master kill switch. It's like shutting down a program the right way. When the EMP fried my chip, it was more like cutting the power from the OS while the RAM was still full.
Go on. No worse than this.
Don't treat this like it's a city of lights.
Kill you.
Could or... well...
No, don't even put into possibilities and
So
maybe...
what? I survived long enough for everyone else to die. Can't do that, Abby.
They wanted war.
I'm a king, Clark. I don't have to ask my people what they want. The real question is, how are you going to sell this to your people?
Yeah, that's a doozy, isn't it?
We don't need to be happy.
There was already a complication, now there's going to be an even bigger complication. You do a lot of drastic shit. You might want to... Yeah. That's not nice. That's not cool. I would just be like, yeah, I'm not... I'm pulling out the deal.
He's listening to me. Aren't you, Riley?
Nope, 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 nope. Shit.
This turns into a massacre. You'll never get out of your head.
Experience.
War made
Come on.
me a murderer.
Holy shit.
Don't let it happen to you.
It goes from experience. Holy fuck. Bellamy, I want to give this guy a freaking hug. Like, that was a really, really powerful speech.
What did we miss?
I mean, you may as well roll a deception check. Well, you missed being shot at, so that's one thing. No, don't even fucking do...
Were you in the city?
Why is he gonna... Why is he... Oh no, why do I even... He's gonna... No! You son of a bitch! Die! Just die! Just die! Shit.
They came from Arcadia.
These guys can never catch a break. If that bastard's killed Nat... Oh my... No. Oh, thank God. Just kill him, Octavia. He didn't learn the first 2 times. Holy shit, this is bad. This is... This is not just bad, this is absolutely... Oh, man.
It was alien. I'm trying to stop him.
Execute him! Fuck. Holy shit. Now this wasn't Clark's fault or anyone's. This is bad. This is a whole new level of bad. I mean, not just seeing remnants of the Ark, but...
How did you get here?
She's having a seizure
Why
too,
didn't you
isn't
tell me
she?
you were coming? Honey.
You're running out of time, Mom.
Okay, that's a that is nightmarish. Nope. I'm assuming if she's seeing things as well, like Raven flying like she's in Neverland, then she's having a stroke. This is what I was talking about when I think it was Fig Jackson said, you know, you went through the whole EMP thing as well. You might want to get checked out. And she's like, I'm fine. Nope. But then again, I mean, she might not. I don't know if she might be having a stroke exactly, considering the fact that she said this could come into different symptoms and all of that. But oh man, the fall of Arcadia. Second fall of Arcadia. God's sake. Not in 100. I'm talking about a different show. If you've been watching my 100 reactions, you know what I'm going to be talking. You know what I'm talking about and referring to, and that was a right hellhole as well. So. So yeah, we're in a bit of a pickle. Hopefully the Nightblood situation works, because if not, then I guess we'll all die, as they say. No, that was frantic, and for some reason it reminded me of that episode where Clark met Anya at the bridge, and it kind of did, considering we had a war coming, Asgedders coming, to quote Octavia. And it's the last thing that everyone needs. Like, oh, we're trying to save the world, and then Rowan's like, yeah, I'm not having this. And plus, you're making Nightblood. What is this to overthrow me? Haha, nice try. We don't need this. And so Clark is wanting to keep the peace, keep things quiet. But it did remind me of that time where Clark confronted Anya at the bridge. Not just the fact that they were negotiating and peace and trying to settle the whole situation. They had snipers and archers ready as well. Well, they didn't have snipers in the episode, but they still had guns aimed at each other and all of that. So yeah. But you gotta say though, you gotta admire that Clark's negotiation skills have improved, considering there was a deal being made. Like Rowan was listening, and Rowan had more interest in Anya's thoughts in that episode, considering... Well, I think it's all due to the fact that Rowan does respect Clark. Like, there's more of a connection, and Rowan is willing to listen to Clark and understand her, whereas Anya was like, not having any of that. I mean, I think the only time she had a bit of respect for Clark was the moment she got shot as well. So, yeah, that was the only time, really. Otherwise, them two were just at each other's throats most of the time. So, yeah. But with Rowan, he can listen out. He understands Clark is an intellectual character, and it is not like... He's just sick of the shit, basically, and is enforcing harsher means to save his own people. But like, if Clark's got something to say, he's open to listening to what Clark has to say. So I think that is the big difference to how Clark is a better negotiator, as I guess at this time. Considering the fact that Rowan and Anya are two different types of people in terms of confronting Clark. Whilst that was going on, we had a bit of a kerfuffle as well with Riley, who we saved in episode 2. And Riley. I mean, I get why he wanted to do it. I'm not saying his motivation to go out and try to kill Rowan is shitty and bullshit and all of that. I understand why, but at the same time, we know ourselves and everyone else's as well that was holding, like, who weren't in the similar, like, everyone else basically knew that it was not going to help whatsoever, that it would just spark war. I think Jasper, I think both Riley, I think it was Jasper, because Jasper pulled the trigger and then a whole shitstorm came off, didn't it? So we were not having that repeated again as well from the encounter on the bridge. But like I said, this is the last thing anyone needs right now is Asgeddar, causing a storm whilst a really lethal storm is approaching, and they just want to try and they just want to hope that Abby and co, which we'll get to in a minute, of course, because there's some juicy stuff going on there. They just want to hope that they come up with a good cure, basically with the Nightblood. They want to be able to mass produce Nightblood, basically. If anything, they just want, if that fails, of course, then we've got to, well, not that that's going to happen anymore, but what was going on in everyone's head, okay, 100 people, hundreds more have to stay outside, and they don't need this. They don't need this at the end of the day. And Riley fought for himself, and like you said, though, slavery is really harsh. It's really, really... I mean, we even saw it back in episode 2, how distraught everyone was and how heartbreaking it was for everyone. And that's why you don't blame what was going through Riley's head, but at the same time, it's like, kid, you're gonna cause more problems than solve them, basically, because he thought this would be a vengeance. This would be vengeance, and there was quite a theme running there in this episode, especially with Ilian. But that's the thing, though. He was going to cause more problems than solve them. And I really absolutely adored that speech from Bellamy when he was convincing him to stand down, where he was reflecting on his own decisions and how and you could see the hurt in his voice with the fact that he didn't want Riley to follow his own footsteps, and I really, really adored that. But I really adored as well Bellamy's reaction to finding out Octavia was alive, which I'm glad that was quick, so we didn't have a repeat of season 3, because that was my main comment. I was thinking, okay, well, it's going to be very, very interesting to see how Bellamy handles without someone influencing, yay, all grounders are bad and all of that, contrary to the previous season. But I am glad that we got that moment where Octavia was discovered to be alive in Bellamy's perspective, rather than stringing this out for like episodes and all of that. So it was like no fooling around. Bellamy's gonna know, and like I said, the delight on his, like the way he reacted was absolutely warming of the heart, because it was just absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning. I mean, Echo, it seemed like Echo did know with that, like, talk that they had before confronting Riley. But I think Echo, I don't know, for some reason, when Bellamy and Kane was held hostage, I think Echo knew deep down that, because it sounded like Monty and Co. and everyone was trying to be discreet about the whole, oh, Octavia is alive. So yeah, everyone was trying to be discreet, but I think Echo knew deep down that Octavia was going to be alive, or she had that bit of hope, because we have to remember she had regret when she when she was on the when she fatally wounded. Well, she wounded Octavia, considering she didn't kill her, but she, with that thought going through her head that she killed her, it did concern her. So yeah, but otherwise she's a very, very hardened character. So yeah, I think she had that bit of hope, and she was like on board with it, considering it's not what she intended to do. Like, we have to remember, she wanted to bring Octavia in alive, and Octavia was resisting, and yeah, so I think I thought it was a interesting comment when Bellamy and Echo were discussing like about Octavia going to Riley, but yeah, like I said, though, I absolutely adored that scene with Bellamy and Riley. Very heartbreaking, and yeah, I've got to say, though, I'm really, really interested to like see how everything goes down for Clark's sake now, considering the fact that Arcadia has fallen. Well, first let's talk about Ilian, because Son of a bitch. He couldn't leave well enough alone, and I was already a bit with him. I mean, I don't blame him in a sense. Like Riley, he's got a reason. He's got a reason to do what the things he's done. It's that vengeance theme that I talked about a few moments ago. That Ilian has, considering the fact that he's got that he sees Sky Crew responsible for what happened to his entire family with the whole City of Light situation. They were partly responsible, but it's not like it was their intent. And that's why I was like saying, it kind of is, it kind of isn't. Yeah, that's my thought about it when he always goes on the accusation about Sky Crew affecting what happened to his family. But the difference is he's not only sabotaged himself, he's sabotaged everything. And that's why you want to hope the Nightblood works. Because if so, bye Felicia. But I think Octavia used the wrong words as well to try and get him to stand down. Because because Octavia and Nyla, which was great to see her return by the way, they were like saying, okay, stand down. This is not going to bring your family back. But maybe if you worded it differently, like, this might be our only chance of survival because there's a storm coming. Then again, it depends on if he believes it or not. Like, oh, you will say anything to make me not do this. You could have that mindset. But I think it would be a better way to try and make him stand down than this is not going to bring your family back. So I think a poor choice of words came into Octavia's head at the time, and there we go. Bye-bye, Arcadia. But I'm sure everyone will be fine. Like, I mean, Nightblood, that needs to be a possibility now. Otherwise, yeah, everyone's gonna die, it seems. As Abby's, I guess, future thing seemed to... Like, that was scary. That was nightmarish, that clock scene. But yeah, I think it's a perfect time to glance over to what was happening in Becca's nice dig and all of that, considering there was a big amount of stuff that went down, especially with Raven and Abby now that they seemingly have suffered symptoms of a stroke following the whole situation with the EMP, with the fact that their brains are now... is it the 10%? I think it's you use 10% of your brains, and now that's been increased with the whole fact that they had Abby inside of them, which context. Ali. That's a whole different thing. No, but the fact that they had Ali inside, like the chip thing inside of them, and the EMP, it's kind of like a symbiote, isn't it? Now with the fact that the EMP has kind of increased their brain capacity, and it's like difficult to keep up, isn't it? So yeah, that's what it seems to be like the case when they were talking about how the EMP affected both parties. I kind of saw it like, oh, it's like bonded in a sense, the brain and the chip. So yeah, I mean, it was already bonded, but it's now like, yeah. But it's unlocking further of the mind, and and that brought Raven to be like, okay, we need to go to space, 0G conditions, all of that stuff. That's how you're going to make perfect Nightblood. Like I said, I think the rocket was a bit of a convenience, wasn't it? Like, Becca might have had a backup though. Kind of like Ali 2 was the backup, wasn't it? Like a better version, but yeah, it was really, really interesting delving into that plot, and I really like the fact that we had some consequences. It's heartbreaking to know that both of them have suffered big time, but it's really, really beneficial as well. I feel like it shows that I think Ali left no stone unturned and accounted for all kinds of possibilities in terms of, okay, how are we going to defeat Ali and all of that, like if anyone was to challenge her. And like I said, I really, really like the fact that we kind of got consequences from that, like Raven has unlocked a piece of it, but it's really, really mucking her up, so I really, really like that. But it is also heartbreaking to watch as well. So I'm really interested to see how that goes down further. And I am concerned for both parties. But at the minute, everyone's not looking too good at this point, especially with what Alien did at Arcadia. On the plus side, though, no one needs... Because we had that thing with Rowan where he accepted the deal about, okay, well, we split it 50-50, literally. Because that would have meant 50 more people would have to be cut. And we already saw from the last episode how difficult it was for Clark to come to terms to that. And I think this is going to be testing her mentality, because the last episode was testing for her anyways. And now that Arcadia has fallen, second time on the show, second time, completely, yeah. Like I said with that Doctor Who comment. But yeah, now that Arcadia has fallen, it's going to be taxing on the mind on Clark, because she's like, got no idea what, like, the end of days is approaching. There's no guarantee the Nightblood is going to work. Your backup option has been reduced to shreds, so you're putting all of your chips on the Nightblood working. And if that doesn't work, then yeah, Clark is trying her best so much, and I think we can see the side effects of like how challenging this is for Clark in terms of like, I think this is her biggest test yet, with what she had to do in the last episode with her on the clock. It's really testing her leadership, and I'm really enjoying this challenge from Clark this season. But yeah, it's gonna be really, like I said, the benefit is the list is gone. No one needs to worry about being off the list and all of that, considering nobody's on the list anymore. And if I was Rowan, I'm hoping Rowan is logical anyways, but I'm hoping he does have the smarts to understand that, yes, your plan to take Arcadia, he might say, well, this wouldn't have happened if you didn't stall us, blah, 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 blah. But I'm hoping he does have the smarts to realise this was something that Clark didn't see coming, and Sky Crew have no responsibility for this, because Rowan is a smart individual. Like I said, he's open to listening to Clark, even though she's the enemy, but he understands that she is she's a person who is no one to mess around with, but at the same time, he has his limits, as we saw in the last episode and this episode, to why he wanted to take Arcadia, because he's at his limits. He thinks that there might be a conspiracy going on, so he might be intelligent, but he can also come up with some own theories of his own and all of that. But then again, I mean, I think you would have that that thought process in your head, I guess, if you're hearing, okay, well, all the people, well, I'm not sure, I think he's disregarded Luna and all of that, but yeah, so there's no more Nightblood out there, so yeah, that's awesome. And you're hearing the news that someone's making Nightblood, and you're like, okay, so that's not good whatsoever. So yeah, I think he's got that wide in his brain, in his brain. What the hell? But yeah, he's got that wide in his brain. But this is what I'm talking about. He is an intelligent character, so I'm hoping he does not be like, hey, Clark, why? This is all on you. So, I could probably expect it from Echo, because I'm still not sure where to stand with her. But Rowan, we've grown more accustomed to, and he's given us more of a reason to respect him and be like, hey, Rowan's a bit chill. I can understand he might lose his... I mean, he's part of Ice Nation, and Ice Nation are not the friendliest and calmest of people. But Rowan seems to be like a chill dude, whereas Echo, well, she's betrayed people. And she nearly killed Octavia, so I'm like, yeah, I just have this habit of just being like, no to Echo. But yeah, this was interesting, and I'm really excited to see where things go for Clark and everyone who was hoping that Arcadia would be a nice place to shelter away from, because now that's in the bin. So yeah, exciting times ahead of us. But yeah, this was episode 5. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, like I just said, because I like to repeat myself, don't I? But yeah, you can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!